All right. We saw Destiny 2 today. We got Pope Bear and we got Tefty Teft here. I'm Briar Rabbit.
Oh my god. It was an amazing day.
Right? It was a long day.
Long day.
Yes.
Long day. Tefty, you got up, what, 4:30 in the morning?
So I had about an hour or two of sleep, roughly. And then, got up. Had a flight about 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And then
flew in,
doors opened at 9 o'clock. We went in. We got to see the presentation.
Oh my god, the presentation.
Well, let's stop there because we were walking down through the red carpet into the area, and as you entered into just to paint the picture of it, as you entered into the room, so there's a standard red carpet with foliage on one side and D2. Like the feeling of walking in was you're about to walk into something special. Yeah. They did a really great job. You walk in and there's a big air hanger, but it's a gigantic screen and artwork. You walk into 3 models of a warlock, a hunter. No, that's the second room, right?
After the reveal,
Man, dude.
Yeah. They had 2 phases.
Right.
You walk in, it's a big theater. It's set up with all the Destiny 2 paraphernalia. Mm-hmm. And then after the reveal, then we walk into the next area where all the gameplay was. Yeah. And they had all the, like you said, these life-size statues.
The best cosplay ever.
The best cosplay.
The best cosplay I've ever seen.
Like real leather, metal. Like these look like a warlock, a hunter, and a Titan.
Like somebody could fit into them.
Oh yeah. And in fact, with the Titan's mask, it had a clear front. You could see his face through the mask.
Yeah.
Like, it was detailed. And then they had a bunch of weapons hanging on the wall, all 3D modeled. They were really cool. Then we got to actually play the game.
Now, the weapons that they had 3D modeled on the wall were the ones that we actually got to play in-game.
Yeah, I think
which I thought was cool.
A lot of them were exotics, too.
Yep.
I know there was a hand cannon, a sidearm, and an auto rifle that were exotic that we actually got to play with, even though I'm not sure they were labeled as exotic in-game. I think that was kind of figured out as we played with them, right?
They were definitely exotic. They were yellow.
They were yellow?
Yeah,
okay.
in game. Okay. It's just so much of it was new. Like when you jump into this new build of Destiny, it's like everything is fresh, and you're just trying to consume the information of the fact that like the skill tree is completely different, 100% different. Like not used to what you're.
Even though it's a gunslinger or a sunsinger, it's you gotta. There's new nodes, new abilities, new buttons.
Yeah, new buttons
to press.
They shifted away from this chart-like linear type of thing that makes it seem like, well, this node is not as good as this other node that you unlock later on.
Yeah.
And then they put it into a graphic that made sense for building a build.
Yeah.
So you unlock these like groups of nodes that are clustered together in various spots, and it just makes sense that you're going to select them in the ways you want for a specific build.
Right, as opposed to the best theoretically being at the bottom right and the worst being at the top left.
Yeah.
You have a cluster for each set of abilities. Kind of almost like a Final Fantasy RPG or something.
Yeah, very much so.
You're unlocking nodes.
Yeah, it was interesting too. They had another sector of nodes as well that were not unlocked for us, and they had some sort of like shard. I don't know if you guys moused over that.
Yes.
Yeah. It was some sort of like shard that you go pick up in the wild to unlock that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That means we'll be looking for something right on the map.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll be looking for things in the world to actually unlock our abilities for these characters. So I thought that was really cool. Really well done. And again, like that alone, when you go into the interface and see things are different and you see the class builds, that's why it was tough to like just look at all those weapons that they gave us.
Yeah.
Which ones were exotics and all that. And test them to that degree.
Right. It was hard to get a feel for each individual thing because we're kind of overwhelmed by the cumulative.
I know this is an idiotic thing to do, but the guns that we used, did you find any that outshined others?
There was a hand cannon on the Hunter that I later found out was the exotic hand cannon.
Yeah.
That was, I started using it in PvP on the PC. And I was like, damn, this hand cannon feels awesome. And then I later found out, after, I didn't even see on my character that it was the exotic.
The exotic one, yeah.
But it ended up being the exotic hand cannon for the Hunter. It was
there was a pulse rifle for the Warlock. I believe it was Nightshade.
Yeah.
That was crisp.
Yeah, I was using Nightshade a lot.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
And then I actually liked the way that the auto rifles felt.
The auto rifles did feel good, and they felt good at range.
That felt good at range.
Yep.
Because I feel like that's because they've separated those into two classes now. Because we have auto rifles, which are more traditional, like
Right.
assault rifles, but then there's also the submachine guns.
Which I'm really happy that we can potentially, and I remember saying this back in Destiny 1, is I was really hoping that we would get a run and gun SMG class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a gun,
Yeah.
you know, and a quick fire, you know.
Boy, that is exactly what it is.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I tried in PvP. I tried a few times where it was like medium range, where I would use like a low range auto rifle.
Yeah.
And it failed horribly. Like the aim assist wasn't there.
You could hit a guy if you like burst fire.
Yeah,
you
but it was very
damage
ineffective.
anyway.
Yeah, very low damage.
Out of it. Yeah.
No.
But then I flanked a couple times and was able to run up on people and like get really close with it and just melt them down. And you think, well, why would you do that when other people have shotguns? Well, they changed the whole landscape.
Shotguns are now
going to be.
It's incredible, actually. The balance is amazing. So if you guys don't know, there you got two primaries essentially, and the sidearms and the SMGs can be primaries essentially.
Yeah.
And then they've shifted shotguns, sniper rifles, fusions,
grenade launchers,
rocket launchers.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
Heavy machine guns. Did you say that already?
We didn't see a heavy machine gun,
didn't we?
Well, you remember there was in the strike there was a primary Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a primary.
Was
the
that
Titan.
Was that a primary or was that a?
It was
a primary.
It was a really neat. It reminded me of a Fabian strategy, but it
wound up.
But it wound up.
Yeah.
So it'd be like.
Yeah, it felt like you were using an actual Gatling gun.
Yeah,
you know?
Cool.
It was awesome.
But it was a primary.
Yeah, it was in the primary slot. Yeah, you could switch it in and out.
All right.
But in PvP now, so you get these heavies that fill those slots. So you can't just run at somebody with a shotgun. They have to go get that ammo.
Yeah.
So the SMGs actually have a role to play.
And the ammo drops in PvE, but you have to go get it in PvP.
Yes.
And it doesn't look like it's a shared drop for your team.
Confirmed it's not. It's whoever picks it up.
Yeah.
Confirmed not.
So you see this like
at least
kind of
in
package.
the game mode we played.
Yeah. Well, no, I talked to Shay.
Shay,
and he said that was a intentional choice.
So you see this thing on the wall. It's a heavy drop or a
looks like
calling it now.
Looks like a heavy brick that's on the wall.
So you go and you pick it up, and then it alerts everybody exactly who picked that up and where you picked it up. So it gives like a call out as to who just picked up a sniper rifle, or not a sniper rifle, but the ammo for a sniper rifle or a shotgun or a grenade launcher.
Yep.
And that is now power ammo. It's like power positions in Halo.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, man, that sniper, at least the sniper I used, was wonderful. If you enjoyed sniping in Halo, I think you're going to love the sniper in Destiny 2. It felt like it had a visceral feeling for me, like it was like a snapback to the hundreds of thousands of hours that I've played Halo.
Yeah.
It just felt like that, like it was immediate, like sensory recall to Halo Sniper.
Yeah, when I used it too, I felt very nostalgic, and it felt great too.
The disappointment is probably going to come from people who like to run around with a sniper as a main or a shotgun as a main. I don't see that as viable.
No, well, you're not going to have the ammo for it,
right?
I know, like those people are definitely going to be like, what the hell? You're taking away my stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is a perfect solution to balance the Crucible in a way.
It is wonderfully
to promote gunfights, right?
Right.
Promote primary gunfights, and then if you happen to be in a position to get that special or that heavy ammo, or the power ammo is what they're calling it.
Yep.
Then you take advantage of the power ammo.
Well, here's a good rationale for it. Anything that kills in one shot should be power.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you are.
Yeah.
And that's the way this game's going to play.
But they got to make sure they don't fall into the Destiny 1 trap of putting guns like No Land Beyond or, like Universal Remote, like kind of mixing those into the primary.
Or Icebreaker with regenerating.
Icebreaker.
I hope they don't. I hope they're true to their word that power means, if you can one-shot somebody, then that should be a set.
Yeah.
That could be, if you're playing as a team of 4 and you have a guy that's good at sniping, you're gonna protect a power brick as it's coming, the countdown's coming down, and you're going to have your sniper pull that power brick.
Yeah, exactly.
And this makes perfect sense why we don't have the vault anymore, because those old weapons don't fit into this paradigm.
No, they
exactly.
Don't. Right? This is Destiny 2.
They destroyed it.
Yeah. So back to the gameplay. Back to the reveal. I just think that they killed the keynote. I know a lot of your viewers saw it, but it really being there. I mean, the energy was electric.
Very much so.
So much energy in the room.
Everything they announced, except with one notable exception, got like a standing ovation or an ovation. Right? Everybody was thrilled about everything.
Yeah.
The only time I felt like there was a slowdown with the crowd was when they started talking about building a raid team using matchmaking.
Yeah,
but people came around on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like once they explained it,
right? And once again, I think that's an elegant solution.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because you can imagine, as a clan like mine, like Resolute, right? We raid all the time, and we are often in that situation they described where maybe you just need to pick up a sixth. But there's also something else. I bet you that there will be exclusive clan emblems for clans that regularly pick up randoms.
Yeah, like once you show it like 50 times.
Right. So
like
as you there's a bounty or something for clans that if you Sherpa, 50 people as a clan, as a total clan through the raid, that you get this emblem as a clan. And I think those kind of goals, those clans, I'm not saying that that's what they announced or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that would be a way that they could incorporate this new type of matchmaking and really encourage clans to address that 50% that didn't
do any game activities. Yeah.
So if you guys didn't watch the keynote, Luke Smith said that their data showed that over 50% of the people who played Destiny 1 never accessed the end game content.
I think they got max light level too.
They got max light level. They reached the end game content and never completed it.
Yeah. Trials
or
raids. Yeah.
So think about that. And as a game company, this is a fucking elegant solution.
It's really great. They also are introducing rewards for clan members or for your clan as well. So if you like to raid, you're actually going to get rewards for your clan, which I thought this was really interesting. So you're a raider, you do your raids, that actually goes towards the clan currency or whatever it is to give rewards. And then if somebody's really good at PvP or is good at trials and they complete those tasks in that week, it actually awards the whole clan drops, essentially. I thought that was really fascinating.
Well, everybody knows that everybody in Resolute's a pro PvP sniper.
Yeah, sniper.
So, we're all phenomenal, god tier.
You gotta have like a power level of 9,000 just to apply.
I mean, I taught Hobie everything he knows, right? And MTash, he's kind of like
he was like a puppy dog following me around,
right? Yeah. And it was crazy. and finally, it was nice to see him finally leave because he was just like humping my leg, like, all right, dude, go do PvP on your own now, right? You go free my son. No, I mean, exactly my point. I'm being facetious because a lot of people think of like the Resolute clan as the Hobies and the MTashes and the True Vanguards and the Manigators, but our clan is very diverse, and much like all of the clans, we're very diverse, and there's guys that rock PvE nonstop and are phenomenal at raids. I mean, you jump into a good raid team where you've got a good
it's like
raid
clockwork.
leader.
You don't have to talk about the raid,
right?
Because everybody just knows their job
and they just do it. And so, can you imagine? Like as a clan, I remember picking up, purposely going and grabbing a sixth off of LFG. And just someone that's never done the raid before.
I remember you streaming that.
Yeah, it was fun because you could just go like the surprise when they were like, wait, you guys are like, how many times have you done the raid?
Yeah.
And you invited me?
Yeah.
And they're like, awesome. And then we wouldn't just drag them along. We'd teach them the raid, and there's guys out there that are doing that right now in the directory, and I think that this is a great, elegant way of rewarding those people.
I was scared that it was going to be just matchmaking. right? It was
Yeah, I was afraid
random
about that, too.
matchmaking for raids and nightfalls. I don't want that. It just sounds like a
Nobody
bad
wants
experience. This is very elegant, like you said, Pope. It's
But
very useful to raid teams that even then are filled up with 100 people. You know, not every night do you have all 6 people. You can easily just pick up your 6th. And like they said, maybe he becomes a permanent member of your raid team.
Yeah.
Maybe he's cool.
What I thought was really slick, too, is that they don't just match you up with people. What they do is as a clan, you guys have to say, okay, we want to look for a 6. And then it puts a signal out there, and then other people get the invites and say, this clan, and here's their motto, is looking for somebody for this raid.
Right. You actually have the person that is selecting, or it's like a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
The person selecting it is going through a list of clans that are looking for a 6th and their descriptions.
Yeah, the clan motto, essentially.
Well, they also had descriptions there. It's like the clan motto was the first thing, and when you clicked on it, it opened up a larger printout of a larger screen of a description of the clan. So if we're a hardcore, obviously Rezo's this hardcore PvP clan, and you're flipping through the registry of looking for a clan to do a raid in, and you're like, well, maybe I don't want to join these PvPers, maybe I want to...
Did it look like it was searchable by keywords? That'd be really nice.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If you wanted to find Dames or Dames of Destiny or...
That's great. That's a great idea, yeah.
I think it was just going by what's available at the time.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
it's like, here's the clans,
Okay.
And then it shows you again their motto, and
it would be
then
nice
it had a accept or decline thing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
as soon as you declined it, it then brought up a different one.
Right.
So
you
if
just kind of scroll through.
So if like the clan was like, we're a bunch of
It's
assholes.
like swiping right.
Yeah, it's swiping right. Yeah, exactly.
It's Tinder for
clans.
matchmaking.
Yeah.
Hey,
their example was like if the clan was like, we're a bunch of assholes. They didn't say assholes, but we're a bunch of people who are
Try-hard
teabaggers. Yeah. And you don't identify with them, then you hit decline. No thanks. You move on to the next clan.
This is so much easier than going to an LFG too. It's great that they're bringing.
Honestly, there has to be some sort of filter because there needs to be, if they want us to communicate with this person they're bringing into our clan, meetup, there has to be something on there with like language, right?
Yeah,
like
true.
English, Spanish. Yeah. I mean, you would think, right? And
there's got to be filters,
and then we should request like must have a mic.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some
that should just be standard.
Basic.
If you're playing Destiny, throw a mic.
Right, I know.
I will say with some exceptions, like if you.
I don't want to be able to say, must be max light, must have Gallahorn, must know, I don't want those kind of options.
No, dubious volley now.
Right. Must have dubious volley. So for those people that are listening right now, in the trailer for Destiny 2, or in the content that we saw.
Yeah, I don't even remember where we saw it.
It's one of the cutscenes that we saw at the reveal. The dubious volley is in one of them.
Made another appearance.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we're part of the largest troll Bungie's ever had, and the dubious volley will never show up in Destiny 2, or it might show up in Destiny 2.
The trolliest volley, that's what I was calling it.
The trolliest
volley.
Trolliest volley.
Patent pending.
Trademark.
You heard
2017.
Mark my words, it's not coming to Destiny 2, guys.
Bells out for Tefty.
Well, you guys got to catch some flights.
Yep.
LAX.
Get back home.
Yeah.
So we're going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure.
It's awesome.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night for the podcast. We're going to have
podcast.
We have no guests tomorrow.
Yep.
It's just going to be us.
Only the second time.
Pining.
Destiny 2
Second time in our history that we've not had a guest.
That's right.
And there will be a lot to talk about.
There will be. I'm sure we will easily fill up 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. So yeah, if you're watching this or listening to this, make sure to catch us on Friday, and we're gonna spend 2-3 hours talking about everything that we saw. And
we're doing it at the normal time. It's just on Friday, right?
Yeah,
so it'll be
6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/Tefty Teft for the live version, and then Holtz's YouTube.
Holtzman.
Yeah. BK14.
If you Google Holtzman, it comes up.
There you
go. And the fun part about this whole thing is that we're gonna have like a day to sit on it.
Yeah, I feel very reactionary right now. Like I'm riding high on emotional waves.
Right, and I think that also we're gonna be faced with 4 months.
It's about 4 months, but that's not including the beta.
Yeah,
we'll get a beta in there somewhere.
I hope it's a long beta.
I doubt it. I think it's gonna be a weekend.
No, that's not enough.
No.
I'm already feeling the withdrawals.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.